Well, guys, it's spooky season, and that means that I need to dig out a horror franchise to start reviewing every single week. And I chose The Omen. So every single week, I'm going to be reviewing one of the Omen movies, starting with the original, of course, and then we're ending on the remake of The Omen. And we're going to talk about all three of the sequels to the original, which yeah, I mostly chose this series because I bought this box set, haven't watched all five of these movies yet, and there's exactly 5 weeks in October, in a sense. So I wanted to do that. And Richard Donner not being around anymore and him directing the first one made me really want to watch this movie and do the review. So this is a fantastic movie. It doesn't hold up quite as well as I'd like it to, but I still really love this movie. I think this might be an unpopular take, but I do think this movie does some things better than The Exorcist, a very similar movie. This is a fantastic movie, though. So, let's get the main thing out of the way. This movie is wonderfully directed by Richard Donner. It was kind of crazy that he went from this movie to the Superman movie with Christopher Reeves. But it's just a fantastic movie, and this is a very, this is a very creepy movie. It has amazing deaths. It has incredible atmosphere to it. Um, Basically, this couple, they have this child, and the father starts realizing, hey, shit, every time we're around this kid, weird stuff starts happening, animals start going crazy, and then he realizes, crap, my son is the Antichrist. And it just leads to these very terrifying scenes in the movie, like with all these were they baboons or monkeys? I can't remember exactly, but that scene was horrific. The kills in this movie, or the deaths in this movie, when this one girl hangs herself publicly and claims that it's all for Damien, and the sheet glass decapitation. A lot of those moments are really, really great, and they linger, and they're well enough, and they're directed well enough that adds to that with the Richard Donner direction, and just I think Poltergeist and Exorcist are a little bit better because they really focus on the family dynamic of dealing with that a lot better than this movie does. However, I do just like the kills more in this one, and I do like the score better than either of those movies. This is one of the greatest movie scores of all time. This movie was not nominated for any other Oscars the year it came out, except for score, and the score won. It is just an amazing score. It's a score that's better than the whole movie, and yeah, it is kind of relatable in a sense. I think that's something that Poltergeist and Exorcist and this movie all have going for them. They're kind of relatable. You relate to someone having a child that you're kind of scared of what's going on and what's happening to them, and it just creates this really nice dynamic in the movie. Though I think the Omen is a little bit different because you look at the father, he seems a little less caring than he would be in like movies like The Exorcist or The Poltergeist or things like that. That's why I say it doesn't work as well. But I still really like this movie. This is an excellently well-directed movie. It's one of the best horror movies of the 70s. It is just a wonderfully directed movie. The horror to it really works. And it's still pretty scary years later. Just aspects of it like seem a little bit goofy with the way it's put together at times. But that's just the nature of it being an older movie. And I think this is one of those movies that I'm really curious to watch the remake of, because I've never seen the remake. Because kind of like Poltergeist, I think you could remake the Poltergeist and make it better, but I've heard not so great things about the remake, so I don't know. But this is a fantastic movie. Honestly, the Scream Factory box set here is actually a great box set as well. I definitely recommend this. I mean, look at these cover artworks and cool special features and everything. Just really neat box set. But yeah, stay tuned. Next Sunday, I will have a review for the Damien Omen 2. And I will be reviewing all the Omen movies bit by bit.